Well, I think by now everyone probably knows that we're going to the Camellia Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama, and playing Ball State on December 25th, Christmas Day. And, I know I speak for our team and our coaches and everyone involved that, we're thrilled to death to have another opportunity to finish this season out the right way. It's an exciting time for us here at Georgia State. Our third straight bowl game, something that's never been done in school history. We've got a chance to go finish it with most wins in school history. We've been to bowl games 4 out of the 5 years that our staff has been here. And, we're just really grateful for everything. And this experience is going to be a little bit unique, playing over the holidays and then playing on Christmas Day. I told like in the staff, I said, we're going to have presents with the Panthers on Christmas morning right there. Santa's going to make sure to show up. But I'm just proud of what we've accomplished and how we've done it and the way we've done it this year to fight from where we started and to see, our team get rewarded. And we're going to have a great experience in Montgomery, and we're going to go down there and we're going to play our tails off to make our university proud and our fans proud of us.
Appreciate it, Coach. At this time, we'll take questions from members of the media. As a friendly reminder, if you can keep yourself on mute until asking your question, we would appreciate it. Go ahead with questions for Coach.
Coach, I know it's a reward, but how does playing in bowl games heighten the reputation of the program and get you guys out there a little bit more?
Well, Stan, I don't know if you realize we're playing on Christmas Day. And let me explain typically how Christmas Day went at my house. Wake up and all excited and presents, and then we have a big lunch, and then there's that afternoon of the lull. And so guess what? We're the only bowl game on Christmas Day. So to have the exposure of that and the opportunity to go play on that special day is really remarkable. And, the experience for our players is going to be fantastic. The publicity that we're going to have for a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of football fans in general, to see our Panthers program take the next step and trying to set a record for most wins in school history.
Hey, Coach Marcel.
I'm sorry, Marcel. What would it mean to get that 8th win? I mean, how would that elevate you guys from what you want to be, where you're considered with the Coastals and the Apps and people like that?
Yeah, well, Stan, anytime you do something that's never been done before, that's a special moment. It doesn't matter in what profession you're in, how young or how old you are. It's always a special moment for us. So for us to go out and have the opportunity to set that, especially, from how we started, it's a really good feeling to know that we have that opportunity to do it against a Ball State team that we know we're going to have to go out and fight hard against. But it's an opportunity, and it's something that, it's not just going and playing in that bowl. There's something else out there for us, and that's to set that record.
Hey, Coach Marcel, to Sports Inquirer. Just what about this season from this beginning, playing all those road games and having a slow start to conference play to now being at this stage? What does that say about the team and just its growth throughout this campaign to reach bowl eligibility?
Yeah, it just says that we have a lot of tough-minded individuals that really pulled together and stayed with us. And we stayed as a group. There wasn't any finger pointing or doing anything kind of like that a lot of teams have when you start off or have a slow start or you're unsuccessful at different times of the season. There was none of that. It was just a work mentality that you come in here and we work hard, and we knew what we had, so we didn't get frustrated because the wins weren't coming. We just knew, hey, keep your head down and the wins will come, and they did. But I'm so very proud of our football team, what they stand for. There's a lot of great men. There's a lot of great men in that locker room that represent Georgia State. And like I said, it's a great way to finish up. I'm very proud.
I know it's very early on in this process, but do you have an initial read on the Ball State team you're going to be playing?
And I haven't even thought about taking a look at the Ball State team that we're playing. We still have a few days away. We had official visits in this weekend. We had to wrap up those types of deals that we had going on here. We knew the opponent. I think I've got some stats from Allison and some 2D rosters. But other than that, no, we haven't paid a whole lot of attention at this point in time.
Well, flipping it around then, what do you think are the things you're going to want to work on with the extra practices with your team getting ready for this game?
I think we just continue to work on everything that we've always done. I mean, we have segments in our practice that we've planned, and whether it's a perimeter blocking drill or throwing or perimeter runs or whatever it may be, we're going to go out there and continue to do what we've always done at this point in time. I don't think there's any specific area that we're going to say, hey, we've got to get better in this area. We're going to spend more time. We do have the extra practices, which is always a great thing, but we're going to go out and we're going to enjoy the extra practices. It's been a long season for us. We're going to work, but we're not going to overwork, and we're going to prepare just like we always do.
Coach, congratulations on another bowl game.
Thank you.
I guess what I really want to know is, how do you keep the emotions in check now that you know what bowl you're going to? How do you keep these young men focused as far as, hey, you're going to be missing Christmas because you'll be playing in a bowl game, but hey, we're playing in the fourth bowl game in 5 years, the third in 4 years, all these, the pros and cons of a game like this.
Well, first of all, I want you to understand they're not going to miss Christmas. We're just going to have Christmas in Montgomery, Alabama. And I'm sure their families are going to be with us. Our football families are going to be there. It's going to be as special of a day as it always is. So we're going to celebrate it just like we always do. It's just going to be in a different spot. I think our team, will be really fired up to go out and play on Christmas Day. I think it's a reward for a tough season, a successful season. I don't think I have to keep the emotions in check or whatnot. I think we're going to be ready to go play. I'm sure everyone has already talked about, hey, when are we leaving? What are we going to stay after the bowl game? What's this? There's a lot of questions. There might have been a little bit of ultimate shock. Oh my gosh, we are playing on that day. But I don't think we're going to have any issues with it. I'm thrilled to death. I'm ready to go play it.
Hey, Coach Marcel Pertut once again.
Yes.
It's a condensed schedule, though. You mentioned your recruits. You got early signing period, transfer portals. I'm sure you're dealing with that. A bowl game to prepare for. How the next 3 weeks, how do you balance that all out? And with you and your staff just handling all of these things condensed in one time period?
Well, we've been doing this for quite a while now. The early signing period throws not a wrench into it. We know how to manage that, as it's become a little bit more normal. So we kind of know what to experience and what to expect. So, it's just going to be kind of business as usual. We've got a plan in place. We've got a schedule in place, and we're going to go about our business and continue to do it the right way.
Who's going to play Santa? I could see you in a suit. I could see Quan Gilmore in a suit. Who's going to put the beard and the suit on?
I don't know if you know this, but Santa plays Santa.
You're dealing with that too. That's right.
Hey, Coach, I was asked about Gilmore, and you had 13 players. This first time we've spoken to you since the All Sunbelt Conference team came out. 13 members of your team named to All Sunbelt. Just what about that honor for all of your guys and having that many guys recognized for your team, including Gilmore? I think first 5-time member or something like that. But
yes.
Remarkable for him. But just what about the team, especially Gilmore, his honor?
Yeah, it's a great accomplishment for all those guys and what they've done, during this season. I'm really proud of those 13 guys, but I'm telling you, there's more than those 13 guys that needed to be recognized for all conference. It's just as happens that's the way it is. You have to vote, and some people vote the way they do, but we've got a lot of really talented players that didn't get on those teams. But for the ones that did, like a guy like Quan, that, first 5-time honoree is something special. I mean, golly, he's going down in the history books. He's going to be etched in stone somewhere. I'm surprised he can still play, after all them games and all them reps, and to continuously push his game and elevate his game to always stay up there at the top level is something to be said for him and what he stands for and what type of player he is.
And it seems fitting that all three of the senior offensive linemen all got recognized as one of the teams for, what you've been building with the run team. run up and, your background with offensive line coaching?
Yes, they get rewarded. Some are second team, some are third team, some are first team. They're all first team members for me. They work hard. They push themselves to be the very, very best. They're the motor that runs this doggone car that we drive offensively, and their blocking schemes and how they handle stunts and blitzes and things of that nature. It's a good feeling to see those guys recognized. But like I said, there's a lot of other guys that aren't recognized behind the scenes that do a lot for us to get us the opportunity to be successful on Saturday in the run game. We've got quality backs, really good quality backs, tight ends, perimeter blocking. Everyone takes a toll, but those guys up front are the horses, and I'm pleased for.
Coach, safe to say a bowl win in Montgomery is top of your Christmas list this year?
It's pretty close. But yeah, that'd be a special day, special way to end the season on a very, very special day. I couldn't think of any other day that I'd rather be other than Christmas Day and getting that 8th win and having the opportunity to celebrate it with our team and do something that's never been done before.
Coach, this is Kevin Taylor, Taylor Made Sports, and just wanted to get you to talk a little bit about, you kind of set the bar now, 3rd straight bowl appearance. Just talk about the job your assistant coaches have done throughout the season and also your tenure, as well as how important this game would be, not just for the team, but your seniors to send them out on a winning note as well.
Well, let me talk about my staff, first of all. And it's not I use that term, my staff. It's not it's our staff. Great group of men, first and foremost. Every one of our assistant coaches and myself, we all get along and we enjoy working with one another. We enjoy coaching these players. They're all fine men. They do an exceptional job. They put in the time, the effort, and the energy to get us to this point. And I'd love to sit here and call them each by name and tell you exactly what makes them tick and go and so special. But very proud of those guys. I mean, those guys, kind of the unsung heroes. They don't get mentioned a lot. The O-line coach or the D-line coach or our corners coach. Those guys just don't get talked about as much. And it's not because they're not successful. They do a heck of a job, and they're really, really good coaches. I'm very fortunate to be a head coach with such a great staff. It's an amazing feeling to work with men like that. The 3rd bowl game in a row here to set a standard, the 4th in 5 years under, I guess, my tenure here at Georgia State. It's awesome. And I think it shows everyone that we have committed to staying the course, building this program the right way, probably letting everyone understand that if you do it the way we have designed it, then we will be successful. The trust, the respect, the trust in the process, to trust in, sometimes the trust in the words that I tell our football team, that they don't have to buy in because I'm not selling them anything. The proof is out there. If we go and we attack it and we do it this way, then we're going to be successful. And I think our football program has come a long way, and we've got a long way to go, but we're heading in the right direction.
Thanks, Coach. Oh, what about your seniors? Talk about your seniors and how important this game will be for them as well.
Anytime you have the opportunity to go out with a win, and especially a bowl win, that is always great. Those guys have put in a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of effort. They've been in meetings after meetings throughout the course of their careers, and to have it all come down right here to the last 60 minutes against Ball State is going to be special for them. And hopefully we can prepare the right way. Their senior leadership one more time, one more round to go out and lead our football team to victory will be special for them. And like I said, to set the record, they're going to be known as the greatest senior class in school history. And that's something to be said.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach,
Any other
another
questions?
question. Oh, yeah,
Go
one
ahead.
more. It's a little bit outside of Georgia State, but still related to you. 4 Sunbelt teams in the bowl eligibility. Cincinnati, I'm sure you're aware, in the playoffs first. non-Power 5 team to be in there. Just what about this group of 5 football and just what you've been in it for many years now, and just the development of these teams that are making strides and getting big national wins, and now with Cincinnati now being eligible for a national championship?
Well, it starts with recruiting the better players. You get better coaches in here, they get the better players in here, the programs become better, and they have the ability to go and do things on the big stage. To go out and, you see what Cincinnati has done, and he's Coach Fickle's a heck of a coach, and see what their program is doing for, I guess, the reputation of the Group of 5. It's awesome to see. I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud to see them go into that playoff 4 and have an opportunity to go knock them off. And if there's a fan of Cincinnati right now, it's Shawn Elliott, because I want to see it happen. I know it can happen. I know the players that we have, not just on our roster, the players that we see across the country in the Group of 5 are really, really good football players. And they have the ability to go out and play a high level of football. So it's awesome to see those guys do that. It's awesome to see our conference be successful. We do have good football coaches in this conference, and we have great football players in this conference.
Any other questions for Coach?
Yeah. Hey, Coach. Congrats, first of all, on the invite, and now we know where we're headed. Your thoughts on having a spotlight all to yourself? Only college football game going on that day on a holiday when people are it's an NBA holiday, but people are going to want to break from the NBA. Somebody's going to want to see some college football, and they're going to get to experience Georgia State football. You guys are the only game happening during the day.
Like I said, there's not many people around the country that's worried about a Christmas NBA basketball game. It's still college football season, if you ask me. So that's the game of the day. It's not the Lakers versus the Nets. It's Georgia State versus Ball State. College football bowl season. And what's so special about the bowl season is people are addicted to this. So when it starts, when that first game hits, I believe it's on the 17th. I mean, they've got them marked and they're ready to watch. And it goes right up until that national championship game. And to have the focus on our football program on Christmas Day, that's awesome. That's awesome.